Ever since I was born, I've been trained to serve you.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach.
Ever since I was born, I've been trained to serve you.
All praise to our power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Bahashem Rakakodash. Double honor to our apostles and the elders, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Shalom. Israelite wives will be in subjection and in order under the Israelite man in the kingdom of heaven.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Which is all a part of the blessings of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua in the kingdom of heaven. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 5. For after this manner in the old time, the holy women also, who trusted in the Most High, adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, being under the rule unto their own husbands.
The royal penis is clean, Your
Because
Highness.
subjection means under the rule of. So this order will be restored within the nation of Israel. Verse 6, even as Sara obeyed Abraham, even as Sara was obedient unto Abraham, calling him Lord. Because a lot of you women, you claim that the Messiah is your Lord. You want to say that Jesus, which is not his name, you want to say that he's your boyfriend. Okay? Yahweh Shai ain't checking for you women. Your man is your Lord. The Israelite man, your husband, he is your Lord. Okay? 1 Peter 3 and 6. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. So your man, he is your God. He is your head. Even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. And when Israelite women are born in the kingdom of heaven, from birth, they're going to be cultivated, taught, and groomed to cater and please the Israelite man. Okay? They're going to be groomed to serve us, to be after our mind. Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. And the majority of these women in this society are light women. They are women of no value. They have no value. They are not an asset. They can't add anything to your life. Okay? But in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have wives after our mind. So it's as if our minds are in our women. Your woman, she's going to be an extension of you. Our women, they're going to be an extension of us and an asset to our state. Okay, so they're going to be programmed to do what we want them to do. All right? To do our will. A helpmeet. Hast thou a wife after thy mind? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So our women, they're going to be back in order in the kingdom of heaven. Now jumping up to verse 24. Hast thou daughters? Have a care of their body. Yeah, so our women, they're not supposed to be revealing themselves unto the public. Women are supposed to be covered up. Okay, whether it be your daughter or whether it be your wife, your auntie, whoever. Israelite women are supposed to be covered up when they're out in public, from their head to their toes. Even their faces, that's the point of them being shamefaced. They're supposed to be covered up, but they reveal themselves unto their husbands, unto their own husbands.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Your body is for your man's pleasure, for your man's eyes only. So all that's coming back. Okay?
In the kingdom of heaven, you you Israelite women will be placed back in your natural and rightful order, which is a beautiful order ordained by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And in this society, you've been taught to rebel against that order. You've mocked at it, scoffed at it, and you don't think that it's anything beneficial to your life. Now, going back to the serpent and Eve in the garden, Eve was beguiled, fooled by the serpent into believing that his way was more beneficial than the way and order that was given unto her by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Now, what did that lead to? Destruction, death, and confusion. Now, as the male has his role in our downfall as a nation, so does the woman. And the woman plays a very, very important role within the building of a nation. She is the nourisher and teacher of the children, and she is to be submissive to one husband. In this kingdom, you women have been taught to be wanton, and you've been taught to live in complete pleasure, which the scriptures say, she that liveth in pleasure while she liveth is dead. Your life is supposed to be dedicated to your husband and to your children. Now, in the kingdom of heaven, you will be returned to that role. This time, we're going to do it in its perfection. This time, you will enjoy it. You will not rebel against that. You will not have a hard heart against your husband. And you will only be with him forever and for eternity. However, that man, which will be an Israelite man, will have many wives. He'll have land, he'll have dominion, and he'll be a righteous king that reigns on the earth. Now, I know listening to it, it makes you kind of frowned up. But in the kingdom of heaven, you won't have that mind frame. You will be his servant in righteousness, as we are servants to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as men. You women will be servants to your man. You'll watch his back. You'll make sure he's happy. You'll be pleasing. You'll be meek. You'll be shamefaced. You'll be humble. And that's everything that this society teaches you is not good. See, in this society, you've been learned and taught how to be whores, how to be bold, how to be disrespectful, how to play the field, and how to do everything that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has told you not to do. And that's become a culture, and that's led to death and destruction. Now, in the 70s, you had the women's liberation movement, which was basically the serpent and Eve all over again, in which you women were taught and tricked and indoctrinated to be anti-Messiah, to be anti your family, to be anti your husband. And what did that lead to? Destruction, confusion. Everything in wickedness grew from that decision made by you women. So in the kingdom of heaven, when you're placed back in your rightful order, it will lead to nothing but life. Okay? Life. And everything that you've been taught to be and everything that you've been taught to do in this society has led to death. But in the kingdom of heaven, it will not be. You won't have this mind frame. The law, statutes, and commandments will be inside of the men and the women. Okay? As the scriptures say, the women will be saved in childbearing. Childbearing is the #1 reason why you women were created. Now, in your mind, you're like, how? But in the kingdom of heaven, you will be returned to that order. However, it will be glorified. In the ancient world, our women rejoiced, especially when it was a man-child. They rejoiced. But we live in a society in where you find out you're pregnant and you're scrambling, you're at distraught. Well, that mind frame won't be in the kingdom of heaven. Okay, you will be your husband's servant, helpmeet. Okay, and see, in this society, we've never witnessed love, true love, but in the kingdom of heaven, all of these things are going to be given to us in their rightful orders. It's not that we hate women. We love women. We love the Lord's creation, period. But what we get on and what we're against is all of those things being taken out of their rightful and natural orders, because everything being put in its proper order leads to life. And that's what the kingdom of heaven is going to be. And you women will be placed back in your rightful order, because this order here, it is death. It's not even a good look. Even when you're pretty, you're ugly because of your the way you are, the energy you push off. Now we understand that a lot of our sisters are trying, some of them, to come back and get it right. However, the overall vibration of women within America is not good. The overall vibration of women in this world is not good. Okay, now you have particular parts of the earth in which the women are in order, although it's not perfect. Those societies tend to have more order. Those families tend to have more prominence, because order is very, very important. And in the kingdom of heaven, you women, as well as the men, will be placed back in your rightful order. Okay? The man will be a ruler. He will be a king. He will have dominion. He will have substance. And he will have more than one wife. And you will be okay with that. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah.
And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. And it shall come to pass, that he that is left in Zion, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, shall be called holy,